So when you listen to this fund as well, Chrissy Centuri, the need for the Cape Cod Commission wrote a letter to the group application and state officials at large that Cape and Islands Water Protection Fund is going to get stretched thin. And she was urging for more investment in that fund. Is this everything you guys signed off on tied in with that? Is that a separate fund? Do you mind talking more as well, commenting on that issue that we're starting to face as well in that fund?
Yeah, the Cape and Islands Water Protection Fund is sort of a separately established fund. I am on the fund board, and it's important to note that the fund has been in existence for several years now. It takes revenues from an Airbnb tax or a rooms tax and sets aside the funds that would have otherwise gone to the state. It sets aside the funds to capitalize this program. It's been very, very important in helping towns finance wastewater projects in their communities. For example, the town of Yarmouth, they went to town meeting last year and secured almost unanimous support for a $207 million wastewater project. And this Cape and Islands Water Protection Fund is an important component of financing that project. So the letter that you're referring to was a letter from Christy Centuri, the Cape Cod Commission staffs the fund, and the fund board of directors, which I am on. We wanted to get on record with the administration the need for improving the financial position of the fund, because the costs of these projects are growing, they're increasing, they're becoming much more costly, and actually because the fund exists. And again, we have to credit the Cape and Islands legislative delegation for this work. They did a great job in getting this approved and getting it adopted by the legislature. And this fund has been a huge success. And so the demand for funds has grown considerably. So the board asked Christy to write a letter to state officials outlining what our financial needs are. And there's some discussions going on right now about providing some additional financing from the state to assist us in meeting some of these financial needs.
Yeah, these projects can get very costly. I know just upcoming soon, actually, March 14th, I believe Yarmouth is going to be breaking ground on the next phase of their wastewater plans. But I think that's a over $207 million initiative with that. Already approved at 2023 town meeting, I do believe. But just kind of goes to show that it's a lot of money required for these efforts.
Well, if you look ahead over the next several years, this decade will probably be the one in which we've probably spent the most in our history on wastewater. We've added up, if you add up what's in the pipeline right now and what we've done, by the end of this decade, it'll be close to $1.7 billion in wastewater infrastructure financing. And Yarmouth and Barnstable are probably two of the biggest towns, but there are a host of other communities that are coming online with projects soon: Harwich, Mashpee, Falmouth, and so on. Just about every town on Cape Cod has a project sort of in the queue. And what we need to be able to do is sustain the momentum on wastewater investments. And this Cape and Islands Water Protection Fund is a critical component of our overall financing program. But keeping it going, keeping it solvent, adding more funds into that program will help us sustain the momentum and making real strides in terms of cleaning up polluted waters here on Cape Cod.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for the update. Love to see kind of how that goes going forward. Love to get you back at the studio or on the phone as the follow-up. But in the meantime, I think that's all the questions that we have. Thank you so much, Mark, for this.
All right, Grady. Happy to help. You take care.